Here's me moaning weirdly. Okay, we're doing Chris Jericho now. This is us doing a podcast about making over Chris Jericho. This is us doing a podcast about making over the current AEW champion.
Welcome to Ring Gear Remix. I'm just going to leave that intro.
I always tell you to just leave it all in, and you always cut it.
Well, sometimes there's a lot more nonsense than you realize.
It's Berica's fault.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you that some things need to get edited.
Okay.
As an editor, that's my whole job. Sometimes things need to be edited.
All right.
So that I can pay my rent.
We're back here with Jordan Olds, who is not going to edit this, but will still
He's
pay
also
his rent.
not Arsenio Hall. Just making that clear, everyone.
He can be when he wants to be, but you can't see him right now. So there's no... it's the visual. He works from the outside in, which is a very accepted technique that a lot of actors use. Just look at all the prosthetics that Charlize had to put on for her new film.
What film?
Bombshell, where she plays what's her.
Gretchen Carlson.
No,
that trailer looked good.
No, Nicole Kidman plays Gretchen Carlson.
Whoops, whatever. Isn't the whole point of the movie they're all the same?
No, you think there are three versions of the same woman?
It's three women.
It's three different women.
It's three women by Robert Altman taking place in the Fox studios. Is that not the movie?
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't say for sure. But I'm going to guess.
At the end, they all become the same person?
I mean, Fox News anchors do have a lot of overlap.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway. But none of them are Chris Jericho.
They all turn into Conan O'Brien.
Chris Jericho is a blonde woman, though.
It's true.
Chris Jericho is a blonde.
Long blonde hair.
If anyone could get hired at Fox News as an anchor, it's Chris Jericho.
I think he's probably a little more liberal than most of the Fox anchors.
He is.
Sure.
Yeah. Right?
He's got weird opinions because of brain damage, but he is liberal.
Right. He's generally liberal in the way that your dad is liberal.
Yeah, because he's a dad.
Because he's a dad.
He's very much a dad. We should talk about... It's hard to cover Chris Jericho as a character, or a character is not as hard, but in terms of looks, because as a dad wrestler, he's been around for a minute, and he's gone through a lot of distinct phases.
Very many. So many.
Not all of which I'm even familiar with.
Chris Jericho was like he was wrestling when I was literally a child.
Yeah,
I remember when around the times when I was really super into wrestling when I was a literal child. He was like a main character.
Yeah, I remember I would babysit my little cousin, and he was obsessed with wrestling. And I only knew Chris Jericho from VH1.
What was he doing on VH1?
He was always on a Best Week Ever. Or I love the 80s.
Really?
I love the 90s. Yeah, he was always talking.
I remember that.
All the time.
Weird.
Oh.
I was like, that guy's genuinely funny. And then when my little cousin would watch wrestling, I was like, that guy's genuinely funny. All right.
Yeah.
He's just a funny person.
I think I remember his China feud too, because he had a big feud with China.
Yeah, when we were doing China stuff, I was watching all the China. Yeah, he just was just cool with losing to China and giving her the belt and stuff.
He totally yeah. He was chill with that. Yeah, he seems liberal. He's dad liberal. He's like Joe Biden liberal, you know?
No, he doesn't. The whole thing is now that he supports Andrew Yang.
He's Yang.
He's Yang.
Isn't that weird? I forgot that.
But Yang is the candidate for liberals with brain damage.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That makes sense.
It all makes so much sense. It's a weirdly harmless, but you're not helping, but you're not hurting anything.
Right. But fine, also, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess. Sure. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
His current look.
I guess, yeah. Okay, so, because he's been wrestling for 18 eternities, we just have to, narrow down his character to what it is right now, just for the sake of brevity.
Yes. Go.
Oh, sorry. I think what we have, I think one thing that someone told me, and it is apparently true, is that he, like, sometime in the mid 2000s or something, he decided to his whole every look he puts on is like bad on purpose to piss someone off. Like, he got made the top heel because he wore scarves, and Vince McMahon hated that he wore a scarf. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna wear scarves because you will make me like the top bad guy because you hate it.
That's funny. I didn't know that little. He's a little bit of a troll.
He's a troll to like get paid and make it to the
right.
top.
Yeah.
And it's smart.
Have you been watching AEW every week?
Yes.
Did you catch him talking about MJF's scarf?
So funny.
So fucking funny.
So funny.
Who wears scarves? So good.
Really good.
Very funny. Good
Very
job.
funny.
Absolutely approved 1000%.
Yeah. So I think like that's where like the Japanese audience hates his makeup, so he wears he's like,
okay, that actually makes more sense.
It's all like he wears stuff to make you mad. Like he knows he looks like
it's self-conscious.
Shit. Yeah.
It is camping. It is not camp.
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he has to be. I've realized he has to be aware of how bad he looks. Like,
is he aware of how bad the music he makes is?
No.
Well, that's an interesting distinction.
I think. Look, it's like, I don't know. You grow up around all wrestling music, or like he's a metal fan up to a certain point, but then like you join the wrestling business, and then every day
You're in a weird wrestling world.
You've heard a new metal riff for 40 years.
Ooh.
What are you gonna do?
I guess. Okay.
I've never heard his music. I will never listen to it.
Oh, that's a Pod Menace to Cast Night episode.
God damn it.
I don't want to listen to it, so, have fun, you and Katie.
Shit, we do gotta do that. No, I don't want to know.
You got to listen to the whole 45-minute album.
Oh, God, I've never heard. All right.
Well, everyone, you just heard a curse laid out because DJ Accident Report, also a haggard old witch, has laid out a terrible Stephen King curse.
Tea, bitch.
The shit's in an apple, and I ate it. And now,
Watch out for Goth Mom. She will.
I come with a hex, bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris Jericho wears terrible sloppy makeup. Some sort of. I've seen him in like a fedora or trilby situation that hurts my heart.
All bad.
A lot all black lately. A lot of black.
Yeah, a lot of black. Some silver accents.
Yeah.
Like a holographic, obnoxious silver.
Yeah.
Very bad hair.
Yeah, it's all bad. And just in general, I mean, he's in solid shape for his age, but he has been wrestling for a minute. And
just one.
It's been it's not easy on your body. It's like he's old enough that I am concerned literally every time he steps in the ring.
But he moves really well for like.
He does.
Like, you look at other wrestlers his age and they just don't, other than like Ken Shamrock. Did you see that shit?
No.
Ken Shamrock, who we've watched like classic matches of, he just like re-debuted at Impact like against Joey Ryan the other week, and he is so fit. It's like frightening.
Huh.
It's like because I went to the Misfits at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah,
of course I did that. But their guitarist, like the Misfits, are famous for being like all pretty buff for some reason.
I remember
they're
that.
Tough and from Jersey.
Yeah.
They're the only one that's still in shape is the guitarist, and it's like that weird thing of like you can see every one of his muscles, but also he's aged, so you can see that the skin has moved just like a little bit down.
Yes.
And
It
so
is
it's
exactly
frightening.
that. It is exactly that's the Ken Shamrock situation.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. 1,000,000% correct.
Was it fun to watch him? Was he good?
I did not watch the match yet.
Okay.
I watched a few GIFs of it. I'm a very
Sometimes
professional
that's
journalist. I literally wrote an article about how gifts are more important than watching actual wrestling to justify my own guilt about not watching enough wrestling.
I watched the women's matches from that, and they were really good.
Oh.
I like a Tessa and a Taya. So
I love Tessa and Taya. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did. I watched those.
Oh, I'm going to go back and watch that. I will. Okay, but who are we talking about?
Chris
Jericho.
So his character to me, I remember back in the day, he used to have that clipboard.
Yes,
and
there was a clipboard for a while.
I just feel like whenever I see him, I see the inner spiritual clipboard. Like I feel like he never, even when he put it down, he never put it down.
Right.
And that has always been like my touchstone for him. Is like he's still that guy. I feel like even when his looks change, I think his actual core character has been remarkably consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just that asshole heel, and he's so good at it for so long that just like we're never gonna like. He can't be a face. He's going to be a dickhead heel for the next, I don't know, he's got what, like 7 weeks left in his career?
Yeah.
He's still got that title belt, bitch.
That's insane. That
He's
is
literally a
insane.
company's champion. Whoa.
Everyone, please.
I'm exhausted.
Please let Chris Jericho sit down. My makeover for him is to put him at an announce table. Like, I think he
would be a good commentator.
He needs a break, a permanent break, just to sit down.
I think he's
so.
Just
I'm
got...
like I'm fully living this like troll fantasy, and I'm like, what is like the ultimate troll, but like make it kind of cool? I don't know what that is. The short bad answer is Joker, and that's wrong. So
he's kind of doing it with the makeup anyway.
I suppose his makeup is already.
So we're not. We're just
Joker.
gonna give that like chopped.
We
chopped.
need to get him out of makeup.
Like back down the runway. You go. So no Joker. She's done.
I think. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you got to do stuff that, like, I don't. Wait. When I saw the MJF stuff, like I really, what he was wearing, as just like his weird street clothes, where he just looked like Carson Kressley, I was like, that's kind of funny.
Okay, but this is a remake, like a remake over situation.
I know, yeah.
So you got to think of something new.
You know what?
Well, I'm wondering
if he needs to wear the shitty John Cena denim shorts.
No, I hate it.
But that's like
it's so gross.
It's the exact worst thing he could wear into the ring.
I'm thinking about it.
Maybe even with a cargo pocket.
What if?
What if he goes full Night at the Roxbury?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like a satin purple shirt with like flared slacks, a black belt, like disco shoes, and like slicked back hair like a disgustoid.
Can he wrestle in that?
And a gold chain. Look, he's old, okay?
I mean, yeah, he shouldn't wrestle in anything.
I don't know. It's just an idea. We're brainstorming. There's no wrong ideas here.
No, yeah, everyone. It's on the board. It's on the whiteboard.
You know, so his whole look is rooted in like the 80s. You know what I mean? Like it's all versions of like an 80s rock star. And so honestly what he should do is the best looking 80s rock star right now with a look that makes sense is David Lee Roth.
What does David Lee Roth look like right now?
David Lee Roth right now
I'm going to Google it.
Has a 2019 David Lee Roth. First of all, he's having a weird resurgence where he's on everyone's podcast. Everyone wants to talk to him and his amazing stream of consciousness drug brain. He's lived so he just wears like very tacky but also very good Las Vegas suits. He has a shaved head.
I love it.
He has a shaved head a little bit. It's just kind of a buzz, but it's like blonde, but it's like really bleached blonde. He has like those goggles.
Yeah, okay, I see what we're looking at on the internet here.
Yeah.
Yes, actually this is correct. You got it. You nailed it again. You're doing so great.
Yeah.
Right? It's
like a blazer with like ludicrous gold embellishments.
Yeah.
Horrible glasses. like a satin pants.
Yeah.
Like a weird Las Vegas pervert.
Like if there was a Las Vegas Tekken character. Like, but if
old.
Heihachi was from Las Vegas.
Look at this with a sailor hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sort of like Jean-Paul Gaultier if Jean-Paul Gaultier had no taste.
Right?
Yeah.
But it also works.
It doesn't, but this is camp, not camping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
The white gloves.
there's some great in a vest without a shirt. Just
Yeah.
Which-
Love that. With like a bolo tied that's literally tied up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
What's
also
that?
that's from a while ago though.
Okay.
So
it
interesting.
still works. I feel
It
like
still works. It's still the
Still
same
works.
vibe.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the tea. That's
Yeah.
it. You
I
got
feel
it.
Yeah, I think this
It's
is
like
it.
total like washed out Las Vegas. Yeah. Like
Because that it fits also with his
He
whole
could have,
delusion thing.
he could have like a like one of those blazers that like lights up, like there are LEDs in the back that spell out Chris Jericho.
I
He
hate
does
that so
have.
much,
He
which is
used
why I
to
love
do.
it.
Yeah, he
Right,
used
exactly.
to do light up jackets all the time.
Right, but he needs a better one that looks
Yeah.
that says Chris Jericho in his name in like a tacky script.
Yeah.
Oh,
He really just needs those fucking glasses and some gloves.
Yeah, white gloves for no reason. That like
Yeah.
perfect.
this is great. Oh, I hate it so much, but it's like
It's
the
so
right thing.
sleazy.
right
It's the perfect kind of sleazy. It sucks because he's in this like inner circle faction that like doesn't make any sense stylistically. Because how do you match Sammy Guevara and LAX and Jake Hager to that? You can't is the answer. But get rid of them. Who needs them?
No, I liked Sammy and LAX and stuff.
I love them, but I mean like they don't make sense together. They don't make sense with his character now. They don't make sense with this new character
not
we're
a
doing.
Good, it's not a good mashup of people already. So I disband it. I call it out of existence.
I think that I heard when he did the promo about it, the only one it did make it make sense. Like he has, he was like talking about how he's like, I picked LAX because they're crazy little like pit bulls. They're like little henchmen for him.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're my violent little henchmen. And he talked about how beautiful and sexy Sammy is. And he was like, oh, that's your just like protege that you love, that you wish that you looked like.
Uh-huh.
And then you have a big Gollum thing in Jake Hager.
This actually is making more sense as a weird Las Vegas like nightmare
right?
man.
See, that's the
Okay.
thing.
who just like collects these bizarre like actually it's
Yeah.
kind of Nicholas Winding Refn in the like, but he would be a pedophile in a Refn movie.
You are going to hate this reference.
Okay, go on.
But he's literally just like Marvel's The Collector. You know what I mean?
I don't actually know that reference. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't
with
actually
you.
know that either.
It's from comic, but it was also it's different in the comics, but in the movie, it's Benicio del Toro with white hair, crazy
That sounds
goggles.
cool too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's Benicio del Toro with a crazy coat, the David Lee Roth goggles, crazy white hair. Just do something weird with your hair.
Yeah.
Put on
Slicked
some
back white hair.
Yeah.
The point is he has to look like a weird loser who hangs around a casino, but who's like inadvertently actually gotten quite wealthy from it.
Yeah, he's got to look like a person in a casino that you are terrified of.
He's
but is
sort of
also-
like he's like a Tim and Eric go to Las Vegas type character. like they're just like doing he's got a weird flaking around his
he's
mouth.
Decker. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got it. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's weirdly glamorous in a reverse campy way.
I love it.
Old, outdated, decaying beauty. The opulence of Las Vegas, but faded into a sort of grotesque nightmare world. Love it. Everything about it.
Yeah, like a circus full of people who are smoking.
Ugh.
Everyone, we did it. I was going to say Happy Halloween, but it's actually almost Thanksgiving by the time you're listening to this.
Happy Halloween, because Halloween is every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go to our Patreon and give us money. Love you. Bye.
Bye.